What's up, guys? It's Mike. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. And I've got some mods for you guys. I know a lot of you guys have been asking me for some mods and you want to see what I've done to it so far. And I have an exhaust ready to put on. I haven't put it on yet, unfortunately. Believe me, I want to see it on there more than anybody, but I want to get the video for you guys, and we've just had horrible weather. But what I have done recently is the bar end mirrors. Now, I bought these for $30 off Amazon, and they're actually billet mirrors, which I'm surprised. There's no joint there. That's one solid piece. Yeah, they look like they're good quality, but let's get out there and let's test them out because I haven't ridden with them yet. These mirrors. So far, funny enough, I actually think you can see more in them than the stock mirrors because they are convex. They have that that angle to them. They get a lot of information in there, I guess you can call it. So I can actually see the third lane, the middle lane, and behind myself. And I don't have to move my head. I can see all of those three lanes just from glimpsing at it. And I need to readjust the right one here. So maybe when I get back to the garage, I'll do that. But so far, so good. And there's no vibrations. I'm not having any kind of movement or vibration or anything of that nature. They're pretty rock solid. Actually, they're more solid than the ones that I had before, the stock ones that are mounted here. But I also think that after my first 10 minutes of riding, I like how much visibility I get, because I don't have the mirrors right here anymore where they're blocking a little bit of my view, which they're not taking up anything important, but it's just nice to have an unobstructed view. The other thing that I'm also noticing is that it's a lot easier to look at them and check your blind spot because they're kind of in the same place. The other mirrors, you just have to look forward and look down at them, which is convenient, but you're already turning your head, so it gets you in that kind of good habit of moving your head to check your blind spot and see what's going on around you, because you don't see everything in the mirror. That's why they call them a blind spot. But even with this one, without the adjustment that great, it has a lot of it captures a lot in the actual mirror, so you can see a lot. So far so good. I think I like them. And I'm surprised that for $30 I got an all billet construction. You don't usually expect anything that quality, especially off Amazon, but I guess I lucked out on these ones. Yeah, as you guys can see, it's been raining for 2 weeks now, a little bit longer actually. And even though it looks like it's about to rain on me now, I just wanted to get this video out for you guys. It's been about a week since I posted the last video, and I like to get in a few more than that. I like to do about 3 videos a week if I can find the time, but I guess this week it's just gonna be one. Oh yeah. The red line of day keeps the mechanic away. That's what I always say. Couldn't get the turn signal there with the glove. I've got a little bit of play, like half a centimeter in the tip of my finger. And until these get worn in, they're still a little bit stiff. I couldn't grab the turn signal there. And you can still see pretty far. The distance on them isn't bad. Like, I can see the cars at the light. I can't tell what they are, but I can still see back there. So I'd give it about 100-meter distance on them. So I don't know how the distance is on my stock ones. I can't remember. But 100 meters is pretty good. Like, I can see that orange car still. I can still see him. And he's stopping at the light. He just stopped and he's out of my view. So that's not bad. Like, I'm pretty happy so far. Other than the adjustment I have to do on this one, it's pretty good. I think I'm pretty happy with what I got. Now, mind you guys, I am living in Canada, and these did ship from Amazon.ca. So I'm sure you guys have something very similar in the States. I'm going to try to find a link and post it in the description for you guys, both Canadian and US link. But I believe you should be able to get them in the US for probably cheaper because of the exchange rate. Now, one thing that I do need to mention to you guys is on the install, when you get them, when I tried to install them and I took off my original bar ends or bar end weights, whatever you wish to call them, they didn't fit. So I'm going to show you once I get back to my garage in a moment, but there's a sleeve that comes on these, that's on the end of the bolt that goes into your I'm losing my words now, into your handlebars. And these are a 7/8 handlebar, so standard size. And there's two sleeves, and they're cut so that once you actually tighten it down in there, they should expand. Well, they didn't expand far enough for me to actually get any grip, and they were just falling right out. I actually lost one of the sleeves in the handlebar. I had to tilt the motorcycle on its side and start shaking it and all kinds of stupid shit. But I got it out, and I didn't drop the bike. Got to take care of Susie. But so what I had to do was, the original bar end weights that it came with had two rubber compression fittings, or I guess, yeah, two rubber compression pieces and a metal piece in the middle as a spacer. So I'm gonna go back to the garage. I'll show you guys what that looks like. But what I basically had to do is I had to remove the part that grabs onto the inside of the handlebar from the original bar ends and make it work with my Amazon mirrors, because the Amazon mirrors, the mechanism is just shit. It's totally crap. So I'll show you what I mean. And yeah, so hopefully you don't run into the same problem, or if you do run into the same problem, you know how to get around it. And one more thing before I get back to the garage to show you how I mount them is they do come very loose when you do put them on, and it's all Allen keys to tighten them down. Once you do get them tight, you cannot adjust them. That's why I said this one I can't adjust until I get back home. I can't. Like, I've tried, and I don't want to break the mirror, but once you get them tight, that's it, man. Like, it's staying. So make sure that you set them the way you want them before you get out on the road, because definitely, even if you bump into them by accident, you'll be fine, but you're not going to adjust them. You're not getting them to move whatsoever, which is a good thing, because you don't want your mirrors fucking moving around on you all the time. I remember I had that problem with my old ones, and it's not fun. They're always fucking flopping around. I remember if I hit anything over $150, they'd start fucking closing on me, and that was just the first time it happened, it tripped me out. But it's no fun. You can't see behind you, you can't see beside you, the mirror's right in your face. You try to straighten it out, you're going too fast for it to stay there. These solve all those problems, and they look great. I'm not even gonna lie, that's the number one reason why I bought them. I think they clean up the look of the bike a lot, and they just yeah, they blend right in. Alright guys, so I'm back in my garage, and as you can see, I've got my stock bar ends here, and these are the sleeves that I'm talking about. This one's compressed so it doesn't come off, but I'll show you what I mean here. Let's just drop everything, why not? So, the stock ones come with these funky guys on here. So this sits inside here, and when you tighten it down, the nut pulls this piece in and it expands the sleeve, and that's what grabs onto the inside of the handlebar. The reason these don't work is they don't expand enough. So the original stock, like the bar ends that came with the bike, there's two rubber pieces like this and then a metal piece like this. And then what happens is, once you stick that in, the rubber pieces sit on the outside of the metal piece, and when you tighten everything down, there's a nut similar to that there, it compresses everything, and the rubber grabs on. Now that works a hell of a lot better than this. So what I had to do was take off those few pieces, put them in there, and they didn't fit with this spacer, so I had to use just the two rubber pieces. And once you get them in there, they fit beautifully. But let me show you on the back here. Everything is an Allen key. So there's an Allen key underneath here. There's an Allen key back here. And then once you undo this, this shaft comes out and there's an Allen key inside there that tightens everything down. Yeah, once you tighten everything down, it's all metal on metal, so nothing's gonna move. Everything is rock solid. Like, you can turn these, but you won't be able to move the mirror. These move because there's rubber on metal inside there. That's why they move a bit. But that's all that you get. You don't get any side to side. So yeah, my review overall, I think they're great. I like them so far. I'll let you guys know how they hold up, but initial reactions, I'd give them an 8 out of 10. So definitely would recommend, and they're actually worth the money. They're worth the 30 bucks. I would definitely buy them again, and I would definitely recommend them to you guys. So the links will be down in the description if you guys want to pick a pair up, and I'll let you know how they hold up after a while. But so far so good, and yeah. So as always guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If it was helpful, please leave a like and a comment and subscribe. There's more videos to come. Next video that's going to be coming up is going to be the exhaust. As well, I have bar end sliders coming right here. Oh, sorry, not bar end sliders. Frame sliders. I've already installed sliders at the back for the swing arm on both sides here. And I'll show you how those work and how those go on when I do the video for the frame sliders. So look out for that and the exhaust video coming up soon. As always, ride safe out there, and peace.